Hey everybody, Jason here, I'm back. Today I've got a neat little video interview with you with Brian Kinwald. Now, Brian is an absolute legend in the RC industry, and he has just had a massive impact on a lot of the things that go on behind the scenes. And so what I have here in my hand is a set of Losi BK bars, and there's a really interesting story about how this tire was developed. Now, this particular tire has been imitated, duplicated, replicated, call it whatever you want, but this identical tread pattern, more or less, is still in use today by other manufacturers. Losi doesn't make this tire anymore. And so here's what the tread pattern looks like. I'm sure you guys can probably see that, right? And here's another tire that you may or may not know that Brian developed in conjunction with J Concepts. This is the actual Dirt Web. So this is arguably one of the most, if not the most popular tire for indoor RC racing today, and Brian Kinwald had a major hand in developing it. So either way, I got him to talk to us a little bit inside the hobby shop at OCRC Raceway. So let me share this interview with you guys, and I hope you guys enjoy hearing him tell these legendary stories as much as I did. Hey everybody, Jason here. I'm down at OCRC, which is arguably the most well-known RC track on the planet, and it's kind of like Disneyland for grown-ups. It's pretty much my happiest place on earth, and I got a chance to hang out here with Brian Kinwald. And for some of you younger guys, you might not know Brian, but if you're anywhere near my age, say mid-30s, low 30s, dude, you're pretty much a legend. I mean, when I was a kid growing up and I would look through magazines, you know, we didn't have Facebook or YouTube to watch you guys do work, so we really got to see what you were all about and what you accomplished through magazines, you know?
All right.
But time is come and gone, and obviously social media has had a huge impact on the industry.
Yeah.
And I just thought, you know, I've heard so many, like Peanut was telling me some stories about how you developed the BK bar. If you ask me, I would say that the BK bar has had the greatest impact on indoor tire development, basically in history. I mean, does that sound about right to you?
Yeah.
So people ask all the time, could you just, how did you end up developing the BK bar?
Stuff like that just happens by accident, honestly. It's you know, like, it's nothing that you planned to work as good as it did. It's just something that you ended up trying because it was an idea, and it ended up being good, where nobody saw the 100 other ones that you did that were terrible.
So I guess, obviously you developed it, but were you just like sitting at your workbench and like, you know, I'm gonna start chopping tires up today? Like, how did that happen?
Right. It was back at M&M Raceway where we ran like slick tire. When the track would get dry, it would be hooked up on the groove, and then there would be dust off the line, where you needed a tire that wasn't necessarily a pin tire, but once it got worn, it was somewhere in between a slick and, you know, the tires we run today, like bars. So it started out as a taper pin that I cut up into 5 sections, flipped them inside out, and it had, you know, the inner webbing was the bars, and that kind of started the whole trend, I guess. But
I would like to know how a man's brain works when he's like, you know, I'm gonna chop this tire up, flip it inside out, glue it together, and destroy everybody with it. I mean, seriously, you've done a lot of stuff like that. And I mean, even now we look at the Dirt Web, and I'm fortunate, you know, Brian already kind of told me the story about the Dirt Web, but why don't you tell everybody a little bit, like the pressure point thing. Tell us how you came up kind of with the Dirt Web.
Yeah, it was almost the same, kind of the same way. The pressure point came out, the center of the pressure point was with the X bars. So I thought that part of it looked pretty cool, and thought if the whole tire was that, you know, what would happen? Okay, so I ended up gluing, you know, like 8 of those across together, and
it was dialed, or what?
It was pretty good. And that was it.
And that's kind of that's how it happened, huh?
Yep. I don't know. I have fun cutting and gluing tires, and
you know, a lot of these guys probably know that I have like a small CNC and a 3D printer, and and while I would never put myself on the Kinwald level, I definitely think that seeing
like stuff like you've done in the past. Like you're always just trying to push the envelope a little bit. I really think it's great for the hobby, and it's great for the hobbyists. You know, we're not all going to be Ryan Mayfields. We're not all going to be Cavaliers and stuff like that. And it's cool to see that people are just still innovating. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No. There's a big market for the tinkerer who, isn't that great a driver, but loves to trick his car out or have the cool, newest, latest, greatest, whatever it is. That's, yeah.
Yeah, they want to have fun. They want to,
right.
A little bit of speed, a little bit of bling.
Yep.
Now, obviously, you've won world championships, national titles. I mean, you've been at the absolute top of this industry, and you remain there for quite some time. And I still think it's cool that you come out here and you race, and you're still very competitive. I mean, yesterday, when you took the lead in that tool race, did you hear the crowd?
Come on, BK.
Yeah.
Dude, they were screaming for you, man. They were thrilled to see you up there, on point. But I guess my next question is, you've clearly got something going on here with J Concepts. Like Jay was telling me that you guys are working on some new products and stuff like that. And I mean, you had a big hand in developing the dirt web, and now I see you've got some new stuff. It looks like you got some the packaging. It's basically, is this tire sauce and cleaner, or?
It's a tire prepper and cleaner, where the cleaner could be used for anything. Clean your car, clean your body, whatever. It's a pretty mellow.
It's not going to like destroy the bodies or anything, or paint or anything?
Right. And then the prepper, kind of the same thing, but it is really good for, say cleaning the bead of the tire before you glue it, cleaning your wheels. If you want to store your tires for a while or clean them before you sauce them, that type of thing. But they're both really good. I mean, they're both stuff that I've been using for a while.
So there's cleaner and there's refresher, right?
Right.
So the cleaner is like prep, clean them up, get them prepped. Now the refresher, is that kind of like is that more of a traction compound, or is that like a rubber conditioner?
No, it's not a tire sauce or a traction compound. It's more of like you would use it before you used your traction compound.
Yeah. So basically, you want to get everything off the rubber before you try to put these chemicals that you want to soak in.
Exactly.
Right. Who came up with this fancy little brush design?
I've been using that brush for like 20 years. Just, you know what I mean? Like we found them way back at, Save On or whatever. And it's a good brush for everything. I mean, cleaning your car.
It feels pretty nice in my hand.
Tire sauce, but it holds a lot of tire sauce or cleaner, whatever you're doing, to where, you don't have to keep putting stuff on it.
So, I mean, what can we expect in the future? I mean, I know that you love this hobby, which I feel the same way. Are you intending to are you going to keep developing stuff with J Concepts? I mean, it seems like you and Jason have kind of developed a pretty good relationship here over the last, couple of years. I mean,
yeah.
What can we expect?
I don't know. I mean, it's kind of like you said. As things pop in my head or I think of stuff, I can let him know and say he thinks it's a good idea. Then we have a possibility of something else. But there's all kinds of things. It's just a matter of
time.
Time, really.
All right, Brian. Well, I personally appreciate you coming. I know you don't do a lot of interviews. I know you kind of tend to avoid the limelight, but I just want you to know that I appreciate you coming on doing a video for the channel and talking to everybody. And people wanted to hear these stories. You guys got to hear the stories directly from the legend himself, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know I got a kick out of interviewing Brian, and Bri, I guess hopefully we'll see you at the next race. Maybe Cactus?
Yeah.
All right, brother.
Cool.
See you soon.
Thanks.
All right.
All right, well, you got to hear from the legend himself, Brian Kinwald. I just want to say thank you to Team Associated, to J Concepts, for all the guys that support guys like Kinwald. He's a huge asset to the hobby. I'm thrilled to see him still playing around and having fun and coming up with these like mad scientist RC ideas. I really enjoy it, and thanks for watching. We'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye. Hey, by the way, before you leave, I just want to say thanks again for watching my videos. I only make these videos so that we can have fun together. By the way, you'd be doing me a big favor if you could either comment, like, or even better, subscribe to my channel. Again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.
The most memorable race with Brian would be the Southwest Indoor Grand Prix at Competition Hobbies. I think that was 2011, and me and him battled in short course. It was the most epic battle on the planet. And it was like, you know, we got there Wednesday and we started practicing and we were battling back and forth on a club night. And dude, I had a 10-second lead, and in 2 minutes he turned it up, caught me, and won. I'm like, oh my God.